YouTube is the new witch talk. If you came here from TikTok, I just want to say welcome to my channel. My name's Alyssa. I am so thankful for all of you who have been here and all of you who are new here, because I literally gained like 150 subscribers overnight and I'm super thankful. I personally believe that YouTube has so much potential to become the new witch talk. By the way, this is just my opinion, so take what you want from this video, but I just feel like witch talk, you know, over the years has become a little bit negative and one-sided. And I don't want to say like, you know, it's completely negative or completely one-sided, but there has been a lot of people, and hear me out when I say this, a lot, but not all, people on witch talk who make things 10 times more complicated than it has to be. Spirituality and witchcraft is pretty much your own path, your own practice. And, you know, you don't have to have a million supplies to get started with anything. You know, you don't have to have all the crystals. You don't have to have all the herbs, all the candles. All you have to do is pretty much work with what you have and trust your intuition, because this practice is not an aesthetic. Let me say it again. This practice is not an aesthetic. It's a way to connect with your ancestors, to connect with your higher self, to connect with your spirit guides. It's editing me here. I just wanted to add that it's also about connecting with nature. Not for everyone, but for me personally, it's a lot about connecting with nature, because I just love being outdoors and, you know, seeing animals and connecting with the plants and just quieting the mind to absorb this beautiful planet that we live on. Like, I just love being outside and outdoors. Same thing, I don't know why I said that. That's just a big part of my practice. I think nature is absolutely beautiful. But it can look different for you. You know, maybe you don't like being out in nature and you thrive in a different setting, you know. And that's just what resonates with me. You might not want to be out in nature as much as I do or as much as other people do, but that's the beauty of it all, is everybody's practice looks different. Everybody resonates with different things. So I just wanted to add that in. Also, I'm editing this on January 20th, 2025. And I mentioned something later on in the video about, like, I don't know what's gonna happen with TikTok, because I filmed this video on the 18th. And I know it was only banned for a couple hours. So just keep in mind, this is future me editing, and I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I really don't want you guys to feel like, you know, you need all of these things to make it work, or feel like, you know, you're doing the right thing, you know. And I know that I have posted a few videos showing what I have, and I accumulated those things over time. So I don't want y'all to ever feel like, okay, I need to have that candle, I need to have all her crystals, because I have a ton of crystals. I have more crystals than anything, but you don't need all of those crystals. You know, you do what feels right for you, and you listen to your intuition. You take a deep breath in the moment. You ask your higher self to guide you. You ask your ancestors, your spirit guides to guide you to what you need in that moment. You know, don't go out buying a whole entire kit of 100 herbs when you don't even know how to work with those herbs yet. And you probably don't even need most of those herbs right now, because the herbs and the crystals and all the things that you do every day come to you in the moments that they're meant for you. If your spiritual practice or your ritual looks like you lighting an incense and saying a little chant or an affirmation, or just cleansing your space and cleansing yourself, then that's amazing. But if your practice or your ritual looks like, you know, anointing a candle, rolling it in herbs, lighting the candle, saying a ton of mantras, saying a prayer, then that's also amazing as well, because that is what is meant for you to do. You know, you do what feels right. And you can even, sorry y'all, you can even bring magic into daily practices. You know, like, you're using oregano, you're using basil, you're using salt, pepper when you cook. So, you know, sprinkle a little bit of magic in there too. What you have been seeing on the internet and on Witch Talk is not what your craft or your practice is going to look like, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody's practice is different. Everybody gets signs in different ways. So I cannot stress this enough. Like, just do what feels right for y'all. You know, don't overwhelm yourself in the beginning, or if you're interested in spirituality or practicing witchcraft or whatever it is, you know, do your research first. I will recommend doing a ton of research, because most of the time that practice, or for me, I'll use me as an example. So my time doing witchcraft mostly looks like me doing my own research and me also working with the herbs and the things that I already have, and analyzing and taking notes on how these things make me feel. I've been seeing so many videos lately saying like, you have to do this, you have to do that, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, you know, if your altar doesn't look like this, like, no. Everyone's journey is different, everyone's path is different, everyone's practice is different, everyone's spirituality is different. And that's okay. So you need to embrace that, and you need to be okay with who you are and where you are in this moment, because as time goes on, the more that you learn, you're going to connect more with your higher self. You're going to connect more with your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever you want to connect with. You know, more signs are going to come in. Your intuition is going to continue to guide you. You're going to find what feels right. If it's meditating, if it's, you know, doing makeup, if it's working out, you know, doing something physical, moving your body, doing yoga, that is meant for you. The main thing I wanted to talk about is just making this platform a better platform in 2025. You know, if TikTok really does stay shut down for however long, whatever is going to happen, because I'm filming this on the 18th and I know everything's supposed to happen on the 19th. All I'm saying is, if you're coming from Witchtok, make it a better place. You know, don't sit here and tell people that, you know, they need to be a certain way, they need to do a certain thing. Don't come on here and hate. I feel like in this day and age, we need to be more accepting of each other, and I know there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, but also there's a lot of people putting out negativity. If you did come from Witchtok and you resonate with what I'm saying, please comment down below what other videos you would like me to make about, you know, witchcraft and spirituality, and just, you know, connecting with yourself, connecting with your intuition. Because yeah, I feel like a lot of it is one-sided, a lot of it is black and white, and people were being really mean on there. Like, I feel like there was a lot of people, you know, whether you consider yourself a witch or not, just hating on each other or sending bad vibes out to each other. And it's like, can we just change that? You know, can YouTube be the platform of positivity and not just positivity without intention? Anyway, my bad if this video is kind of random, but if you came from Witchtok, let's just try to make this a better place. Make this platform, you know, a platform where we uplift each other, we support each other, we accept each other, and we're okay with everyone's journey looking different. You know, we talk about what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and we just share love. Like, I feel like we just need to bring more love into it. Love for each other, love for ourselves, you know? Yeah, I just want to say that YouTube has so much potential to be the new Witchtok in a more positive way, in a more enlightened way than how it has been. And not saying that Witchtok has been all negative, because trust me, I have gotten so many beautiful signs from Witchtok, and I have met so many amazing people, found so many amazing creators who give the best advice and who are so loving and accepting and real. So I'm not saying like it's all been negative, but I'm saying, you know, we as a collective, you know, if you practice witchcraft, if you practice spirituality, if you are spiritual, I don't know why I said it like that. If you are spiritual and if you came to my channel from Witchtok, I just want to say that this is a safe space. This is a space where it's okay for you to be yourself and just exist in a world where everything is really crazy right now and there's so much judgment and fear and misconceptions. You are exactly where you need to be, and I'm so thankful to have you here. And thank you for watching. This was kind of like a random video, but I really wanted to get this message out there. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'll see y'all in the next one.